eyes, vision changes, or eye pain, or problems passing urine, stop taking Spiriva.
Somebody robbed his paper
call
today.
the doctor right away. Side effects include sore throat, cough, dry mouth, and sinus infection.
Nothing can reverse COPD. Spiriva helps me breathe better.
To learn about Spiriva Respimat slow-moving mist.
Yeah, what do you think happened to the paper?
SpirivaRespimat.com.
Somebody robbed it.
Who would rob your paper?
It ain't the first time, Rob.
What?
It ain't the first time.
CBSN, the live digital news network from CBS.
They're cocksuckers, man.
CBS News, always on. Taya Leone,
Fucking losers.
Secretary. Season premiere, CBS Sunday.
You want to see mean people listen on police radio? You know Dable's Junkyard?
No.
Dable. On Division Avenue, Dable. He holds two guys. Two guys come in. They wanted to sell an aluminum ramp. They robbed it from a veteran, a paralyzed veteran. They robbed his ramp to sell it. That's how bad fucking people are. So don't think that.
And what, they call the cops?
Get your tickets at
No, they will call the guys there. Said, yeah, I gotta check the price. Then they called the cops and caught the two guys.
Yeah.
They're dope addicts. What are you gonna do?
I'm surprised they didn't just, I don't know. People suck. Why would they do that to him? Why, they thought it was from
They
a...
needed the money. We were here by the gas station. The guy pulled up with a truck and he robbed the fucking copper leader off the building while we were across the street looking at him. Within a second, he ripped it off, threw it on the truck, and took off. And me and Jimmy LaRose would have caught him and killed him.
CBS poll numbers show good news for Donald Trump and Ben Carson, but not so good for Hillary Clinton.
Fuck her.
I will tell you, with the people are tired of incompetence. They're tired of people that don't get it done.
He's right about all that. We'll tell you why, with results from a new CBS
He's gonna win,
Battleground
Pops.
Tracker poll of key
Yeah, why you say no?
We'll get
Because I'm
Trump's
telling you, he
reaction,
can't be the
and
president.
we'll also talk to the man
Well, he
hot
said,
on
this
his
guy
heels,
can't fucking win.
neurosurgeon Ben
Fuck
Carson.
that guy.
Plus, Hillary Clinton's
Fuck
scandal.
her.
Does it need a reboot?
Yeah, I'm
We'll
gonna
talk
fucking
to
see
President
her.
Obama's
Yeah,
former
okay.
strategist David Axelrod. And as always, we'll have
Yeah.
analysis
Well, Jeb
on the
Bush in
political
there.
news of the week, including Joe Biden's emotional
Yeah,
struggle
okay.
over his political future. It's all ahead on Face the Nation.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Jeb Bush.
Face the Nation. I'm John Dickerson. Labor Day is behind us. Football season has started, and the second Republican debate is just 3 days away. So we have some brand new poll numbers this morning from our CBS News 2016 Battleground Tracker. We'll be tracking the candidates in the early primary states throughout the next 2 months. First, the Republican field in Iowa.
Look at Trump,
is at the top of the
29%,
pack
man.
with 29% of likely GOP voters. Ben Carson
Yes.
is not far behind at 25%. Then there's the rest of the pack, all 14 of them. Ted Cruz has 10% support,
That is
and the
winning.
remaining candidates fell behind in single digits. In New Hampshire, Donald Trump is way out in front
See?
with 40% of the vote. Ben
He's
Carson
gonna be
follows
president.
with 12%. Ohio Governor John Kasich at
He's
9%,
fucking
and
gonna
Carly
be president.
Fiorina, who will
Goddamn.
be on the main stage at the debate this week, is at 8%.
wait.
The rest of the field follows behind her.
Jeb
And down in
Bush.
South Carolina, Donald Trump is at
Bum.
the top of the field again with 36% support, but Ben Carson is at 21%.
There's no way you're gonna vote
The rest of
Carson
the
as
Republican field follows way behind in single digits. The next closest candidate, Ted Cruz, with just 6%.
Fuck Ted Cruz.
We'll have the numbers from the Democratic race in a few minutes, but we want to begin this morning with the leader, Donald Trump.
Yes.
Joins us by phone. Mr. Trump, your numbers are on the rise, but so too are Ben Carson. Our poll shows that a lot of people who are looking at you, Ben Carson is their second choice. So what's the one thing that you've got that would make you a better president than Ben Carson?
Well, I'm a deal maker. I'll make great deals for this country. Ben can't do this.
That's what we
Ben's a
need.
doctor,
Shut the
and
fuck
he's
up.
not a deal maker. And I'll make great deals for our country, which is very
What?
important. And I see it yesterday in Iowa. The place was going wild. We had record crowds. And they want confidence. They want deal making. They want to take back our jobs from China and Japan and Mexico and all of these countries that are just ripping us left and right. And So, I mean, I have been a world-class businessman, according to everybody
Damn
that
right.
talks about me in terms of the world of business.
Fucking
And
love
I
him,
make deals, and I'll bring back jobs, and I'll also bring back wealth to our country,
Yep.
and I'll build up our military so that nobody's
the
going to
best.
mess with us, and I'll take care of our vets and do things such as
Fucking
that.
best.
But Ben is not a deal maker at all, and I don't think would be a very good. I don't think that's his natural ability at all.
When you and I last talked, you mentioned hedge fund managers were getting away with murder. You mentioned that again yesterday. Who else is getting away, do you think, with murder in this economy?
Well, I just use that as the ultimate example because I know these guys. They're all supporting Jeb Bush for the most part and Hillary Clinton. And, you know, it's funny when I hear them talking about, oh, we've got to stop this and that. They don't mean it because they're totally controlled by Hillary, and Jeb, in particular, are totally controlled by the hedge fund guys and, you know, the Wall Street guys, the hedge funds in particular. So they pay very little tax. And
Fucking love Donald
when I come out with my plan in about 3 weeks, could be sooner than that. We have an amazing tax plan.
Awesome.
We're going to be reducing taxes for the middle class, but for the hedge fund guys, they're going to be paying up.
Anybody else who has to worry about their taxes?
No, I think generally it's going to be a reduction. I want a corporate reduction. I want to bring the money back into this country. We have $2.5 trillion, John, out of this country. And the corporations rightfully don't bring it back because they have a massive tax to pay. And we've got to make it so they can bring it back. And I'll be bringing it back. And we're going to have a lot of money pouring into the United States if I get elected. And so we're going to make it possible for them by lowering their tax rate. And we're going to be lowering it for corporations because we want jobs. We want jobs coming back into this country where you have all of this money, this vast wealth sitting outside of the country because rightfully, if you were running the company, if I was running the company, you wouldn't bring it back in. Well, we will be bringing back trillions of dollars into this country.
Trillions.
I was thinking about you and Ross Perot recently, another billionaire CEO candidate who didn't like the trade deals that the country was engaged in. One of the things he used to talk about was CEO.
You don't always have to make a remark every minute.
Now 350 times the average worker. Does that bug you at all as you think about your tax plan and the inequities in the economy?
Talk.
Well, it does, Bucky. It's very hard if you have a free enterprise system to do anything about that. You know, the boards of companies are supposed to do it, but I know companies very well, and the CEO puts in all his friends, and so you'll take a company like, I could say, Macy's or many other companies where they put in their friends as the head of the company, and they get whatever they want, you know, because the friends love sitting on the board.
Oh, Trump!
So that's the system that we have, and it's a shame.
Look at him, he's the fucking best. That's the next president.
The rule, but I would say it's probably less than 10%. And you see these guys making these enormous amounts of money. It's a total and complete joke.
When you talk about the system and politicians who are running it poorly, have you thought about any kind of reform agenda that would include the campaign finance system? You've criticized that, but any